What do you guys think about deregulating who gets a driver's license? Is this just crazy talk? Why, let's just give illegals who can't speak English a CDL and let them drive a 18-wheeler? How many tons is that thing? It's like a rolling kill machine. And apparently if they get a CDL, they can also drive your children on a school bus. And they're sweeping the country. Trump is like, hey, you got to be a legal person to get a driver's license. And then we have one holdout. Now I don't know what's going to go on. I just saw a bill that Tampon Tim just did signing where they're going to give everybody a license. And then when you go and get your license in a lot of states, you register to vote. And here we go, right? That's just crazy. Here you go. Listen to this.
Driver's license for all bill into law.
Oh, let me back this up a hair.
Minnesota counties.
Today, Governor Tim Walz signed the driver's license for all bill into law. This will allow all Minnesotans to get a driver's license regardless of immigration status, as long as they pass their written and practical tests. Advocates say this law will change lives for the better.
President Trump is calling for an investigation of Congresswoman Ilhan Omar after a right-wing group known for its controversial videos claims that it has evidence of voter harvesting linked to Omar.
Oh my God. So we got Omar, some fraud linked to her. The elections are fixing to come up. But she said it's good for everybody. That illegals, no matter what, everybody can get a driver's license. Wow. Tampon Tim thought this is a fabulous idea. I was like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Well, they're going to get pulled over. They're going to get pulled over, especially if Tampon Tim lets them get a CDL. Now, I don't know where all the places. I guess every state has a place where you could go get a license, but these people travel all over the country. And this is insane. This is insane. Tampon Tim, he's bucking the system. He's up there with Johnson, Pritzker, Gavin Newsom, all of them. They all probably have each other on email, speed dial. They all communicate with each other, and how much can we destroy things, buck the system. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a good idea.
The state of California ignoring another federal mandate. The Transportation Department giving a 30-day deadline to the state back in August to comply with its rule requiring truck drivers to be proficient in English. California completely snubbing that rule. So now, exclusive tonight, the Transportation Department is announcing that it will withhold more than $40 million in federal funds from the state for its downright refusal to enforce this rule. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy joins me now to discuss. It is a pleasure to have.
Now that's just for the CDL, right? They're Trump administration. They're taking care of the CDL. These people driving these big old machines on our freeways all across the country. Well, what is the Trump administration going to do about Tampon Tim State? Inquiring minds want to know.
Have you on the program, Secretary Duffy. Talk to me a little bit about why you're doing this. It is dangerous when the state does not comply with these rules for truckers, and it steals jobs from the American people. Those are two big ones.
Yes, first off, Jackie, it's great to be with you. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, this is really simple. It's a long-standing rule that hadn't been enforced by prior administrations, but to drive an 18-wheeler, a semi...
This hasn't been enforced by prior administrations. How long has this been going on? Some of these people can't even speak English. They don't even know how to read the road signs. That dumbass makes a U-turn across a 4-lane highway? I mean, this is insane. You can't read our signs? No, you can't turn. We ain't a third world banana republic. third world banana republic where you just drive how you want. This is unbelievable. But no, Gavin Newsom, Tampon Tim. No, this is a good idea. What are they doing? Is this for votes? Is this for face to their comrades to just be stupid? I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but this is dumb. Let's just give anybody a CDL license? Let's just let illegals have a driver's license in Tampon Tim state? This is crazy. This is insane. That's a good idea, isn't it?
School bus, you have to speak English and you have to understand English. And you should be tested for this when you take your CDL exam. An 18-wheeler, a semi, a school bus, you have to speak English and you have to understand English. And you should be tested for this when you take your CDL exam. A lot of states weren't doing it. We sent out notices to all the states that they have to start to comply. All the states have complied, but one. That would be California. Gavin Newsom cares more about illegal migrants than he does about the safety of his citizens or the citizens around the country. And so we use what tools that we can. And we have $40 million of funding that goes to the state of California. And by the way, it goes for their highway patrol officers. And I support the highway patrol. Donald Trump supports the highway patrol. But Gavin Newsom supports illegals over his own highway patrol to keep the roads safe. And so because they haven't complied, we'll use the tools that we have to make sure we make California pay attention to basic safety regulations, which is English language, behind the truck, behind the big wheels of these big rigs. And just real quick, Jackie, there have been so many semi crashes across the country that relate back to drivers who can't speak the language or they don't understand road signs minimally. Incredibly dangerous for anyone who drives on our roadways.
And so
I'd like to see the stats on that. Check this out about CDL fraud.
Prosecutors say a whistleblower who works here noticed something wasn't right, and that led to a widespread investigation. Look at each person facing the camera in each of these images. They are all the same person.
Let's go back.
All the same at each person.
All right, look at this. Let me move me. Look at all of it. He's saying they're all the same person. Huh. That's crazy. What's going on here? Why?
Facing the camera in each of these images. They are all the same person, according to prosecutors, who say the woman who posed as all of these different men and women did it for dangerous reasons.
Driving a massive truck through our streets where our children are playing, it is disturbing.
The Nassau District Attorney calls it a corruption ring at the DMV in Garden City. That's where, she says, 35-year-old Jamie Middleton took commercial driver's license, or CDL, written exams for 7 different people. Investigators say that each time
she was banking. This is a conspiracy. She's working with somebody at the DMV. I guess they got their cut. I mean, 6, 7 times she went and took the test.
She'd use disguises, sunglasses, and surgical masks to look like a different person taking the exam.
Who would think of something like this? It's, damn, I would have never... I've got a criminal mind. I don't have a criminal mind. I can't. How did she think of this? Like, they sat around one day, I know how to make some extra cash on the side. Plus, the Biden administration are a bunch of dumbasses. Let me go and take the test a bunch of times because I'm educated. I mean, damn.
For the right price, they'd allow anyone to get a CDL permit.
Damn.
The DA said 3 workers at the DMV were in on it with Middleton, the test taker, including Middleton's sister, Kanesha, a supervisor at the DMV. This shows what happened. According to investigators, workers would have on their computers a photo of the person who was supposed to take the test, but they'd let Middleton, who's clearly not the person on the computer screen, take it instead.
Oh, man. How many years you think that woman should get that works for the DMV? I'm waiting to see when this goes to trial. Because, Dad, blame. Damn. This is serious. This is sabotage. Is this just treasonous? You're letting illegals get legal documentation? I don't know.
She'd split a $1,500 to $3,000 payment for each bogus test with accomplices in the DMV.
Man, I'd want more money than that. The risk is too high. $3,000? That's not enough. Damn. And plus, she's got to split it with these other people. Look, I'm not condoning this. I'm just saying, damn.
The DA said. One person Middleton allegedly took the written test for drove a truck based out of this sanitation facility in Hempstead. James Nurse, according to investigators, is the only person whose exam Middleton took who actually got a full license. Why?
Because every driver must take a road test.
And that? At least two would-be drivers, Omesh Mohan and Renee Sarwi, failed, say prosecutors. Everybody alleged.
Dad, blame. They needed to do more research. Give them a book and teach them road science. She should have did some follow-up.
Allegedly involved faces up to 7 years in prison if found guilty, and this investigation continues.
7 years, that's it for this? I think the woman that works for DMV should be like 10, 20 years, 15. I mean, this is dangerous giving people making fake IDs and stuff to these people. I don't know. That's just what I think.
I have to ask you what the response is from the state and from people like Gavin Newsom. Obviously, they weren't taking this seriously. I think they'll probably look at it a little bit more seriously now. But who can make the justification that somebody should be driving a truck that doesn't speak English, can't communicate with law enforcement, can't read signs, and put people in danger? Who can justify that?
Gavin Newsom, he says, yeah, let's do that. Just what she said. Let's do that. No, it doesn't make logical sense. Why would you give somebody who can't speak English a rolling kill machine? Literally. Maybe they're carrying dangerous equipment. Good Lord. Did anybody think of that? You see, you're riding down the freeway and it's got a big old flame thing on the back and it's a round tank. You don't even know what's in that thing. Right? Some kind of chemical. It's like, good Lord. And you're going to give these people driver's licenses? I think Gavin Newsom, all of them need to be scooped up and prosecuted for stupidity.
Well, I don't know. Gavin Newsom seems to think that he can. But again, it is these big 18-wheelers that we see on our roadways. But these are drivers who can drive your school bus as well. Take your kids to school that don't speak the language.
Right.
And again, when they can't understand signs, we saw the infamous crash down in Florida where a truck driver was doing a U-turn on a 4-lane highway. That's insanity. But these are the kind of risks that some of these drivers take when they don't understand the rules, they don't understand our culture, but they also don't understand, if a crash happens, how to communicate with law enforcement. And so,
yeah, a lot of them came from third world banana republics. And here's stupid-ass Gavin Newsom, stupid-ass Tampon Tim want to give these people driver's licenses. I'm sure California's giving the illegals driver's licenses and registering them all to vote. I wouldn't doubt it.
we're going to take all the actions we can in this administration to keep people safe. Again, Gavin Newsom may not care about safety, but I'm going to do all I can to make sure that I prevent the next cataclysmic accident that takes someone's life. And if that's taking money away from Gavin Newsom, that's exactly what we're going to do.
Okay. Yeah, defund them. Defund them. For sure.
Okay, let's talk.
But Gavin Newsom's going to come out and go, oh, this is just another power grab. There'll be talking points all over This is just another power grab for Trump to have more power. They're like, the Republicans are taking all our power away. We're losing control. What do we do? What do we do? Yeah, so that's some craziness. They're going to talk about
deregulation. It's something that the president campaigned on in many different areas. You are doing that at the Department of Transportation, 157 deregulatory actions and saving $1.3 billion for taxpayers. Talk to me about how it works.
Sure. Off the top, first, we've stopped the DEI and the climate crazy policies from the last administration. It's moving projects faster and more cost effective.
How do y'all feel about DEI hires? Do you want a DEI hire flying the plane that you're flying across the country to visit your family? Just saying. You want them to be an air traffic controller, any kind of job that's important. CDL licenses. Where do we stop?
Effectively, that's number one. But simple things like speed limiters in big rigs was a safety issue for our semis. We had the ability of foreign manufacturers in the EV market able to come in and test their products, their new cars, their new technology in America, where American developers, American manufacturers didn't have the same right to produce those same vehicles in our country. We gave the benefit in the last administration to foreign competitors. We've taken those rules away as well. We've got rid of the California high-speed rail, saving billions of dollars. Here's what's on the horizon, a little foreshadowing, Jackie. We're going to save billions of dollars by getting rid of the fuel economy standards that are set way too high that no...
For years, this is why your car costs so much. For government regulations. Remember back in the day, you could just lift the hood of your car and there was your motor. Right? There was your motor. I mean, you could change your spark plugs yourself, the air filter. You could change the oil. The filter was easy to get to. I had a truck. I used to do it myself. It was easy. Now, I get it that, okay, you don't want cars riding down the road and big old biller smoke coming out of the back, so you had a catalytic converter, and then maybe you had a little something else. But look, you lift your hood now, you're like, what the hell? It's like you want to take the battery out because you need to replace it. I mean, it takes you 45 minutes. The thing, it's like, what? All this crap around it, all the crap, plastic, junk. Most of it's probably junk. Probably 80% of it is junk. Like, yeah, let's do this. Let's put this on here. So I hope they deregulate even more to keep bringing down the cost of a vehicle for people to buy. They're making better motors. There's better fuel. These cars are fine. It's just this all this crap that they put on it. And that has to do with businesses too. All the regulations, just go try to start a new business. It's like, good Lord.
Combustion engine can meet, costing each car to the tune of thousands of dollars for the end consumer. We're in the process of getting rid of those rules, bringing down the cost of a car, and again, saving the American family.
Yeah, how high is the emission crap when you run something up the tailpipe? I mean, it's insane, and I think this has been the biggest lie perpetrated on the planet, climate change. Now, I'm all for keeping things clean, right? We need good burning fuel cars that burn pure, where it's not polluting the air and all this crap. But look, you got all these other countries. Have y'all seen India? Good Lord. It's nothing but trash. Trash. So we're going to, China's air quality's bad, and guess what? The wind takes it, blows it everywhere else. But no, America is going to destroy her economy, and we're already cleaner than China. We're cleaner than a lot of places. But we're going to destroy our economy over this stupid garbage. It's insane.
Family a lot of money when they purchase a new vehicle.
Fair enough. $1.3 billion. I will take it, and so will the taxpayers.
Just starting to, Jackie. They were just beginning.
Yeah, Secretary Duffy. Let me also.
Okay, they're going to talk about the shutdown and that kind of thing. But I wanted to go over that. I thought it was interesting and awesome too. Look out for Tampon Tim, and let's see what's going to happen with his state, Minnesota, and what's going to happen with California with the wrath of the federal government on Gavin Newsom and Tampon Tim. With them, we're going to just do whatever we want. We're going to give illegals, we're going to give them Sanctuary City. Tampon Tim's like, yeah, we're going to take rights away from parents. These kids can be mutilated. It's okay. I put tampons in boys' bathrooms. We spent millions to do this because it was the right thing to do. Freaking ridiculous. There you go.